Today I am joined by Mallory Holloway, a junior and captain of the Marist women's cross country and track and field teams. For those who don't know, Mal, you suffer from a genetic disorder known as cystic fibrosis. How has this affected your journey as a Division One endurance athlete?
I definitely think I've come across a lot of challenges. Just maintaining health, keeping myself not getting sick as much. But it definitely gives me determination every day to just keep pushing and making my body do things maybe I didn't think I could. So yeah, definitely gives me that little extra piece of determination that I think is helpful, especially with an endurance athlete.
What are some ways that you try and maintain your health and avoid getting sick?
Vitamins, like regular daily vitamins. I know a lot of endurance athletes take vitamins like B12, vitamin D, vitamin C, just regular things, and then obviously washing your hands. And then I do try to stay away from like super overcrowded areas as best as I can, but just small things.
Okay, nice. As part of your condition with cystic fibrosis, you have the distinction of being a Boomer Esiason Foundation athlete, one of the leading advocacy organizations for CF. With it, you have the opportunity to bring a lot of awareness to this genetic disorder through your athletic ability. What does that mean to you?
Honestly, when I started, it was a little bit uncomfortable just knowing that I had to be very vulnerable, like sharing my story, but now that I'm seasoned, I've done it 3 years now, I've gotten DMs from people's parents, and it just makes me realize like how important it is to share my story, and then also to help advocate for BEF, Boomer Esiason Foundation. They do a lot of great work in like sending money where it needs to be sent in different areas for the CF community.
And you use that word vulnerability. Do you feel like when you first got to college and you first joined the organization, 2.5 years ago, would you have been able to kind of sit and talk about it like you are now?
I feel like definitely not. In high school, I got a little bit of like interviews about my CF, but I definitely didn't really understand what I was saying. So just kind of writing and speaking and listening to other BDF athletes has helped me better understand and also verbalize like everything.
Do you feel like your journey with CF has kind of impacted your outlook on life?
I would say so, yeah. It definitely can be scary, and seeing other people get sick can be hard. Like seeing other BEF athletes go through super hard times can be scary, but just knowing that as long as I'm doing everything that I can do, that's enough.
All right. Well, on top of that, along with your CF, since you've arrived at Marist, you've seen a number of changes, both in your practice times and the coaches, a lot of inconsistency around you, and yet you've maintained being one of the most consistent athletes. You just came off a personal best of 33 seconds, 22:07 in the 6K, leading your team at the pole short race. How do you maintain such consistency while surrounded by so much inconsistency?
Yeah, I think it's hard. There's definitely a lot of inconsistency just in general, like in life, but especially in running because it's so unpredictable. I think part of it is just adapting and keeping my mind focused on my goals, and then also just remembering that, again, if I'm doing everything that I can to be enough, then ultimately it will help my teammates. So just keeping my head on straight in that realm.
Okay. And in line with your goals, being an upperclassman, being a leader, what does that mean to you, and how do you try and, I guess, look at things as your team is moving into championship season?
I think being a captain honestly has opened my eyes to a lot of the behind the scenes things and a lot of what goes into coaching a little bit too. So honestly, like our goal for conferences is to get across the finish line and be a team, and I think we've done a really great job of fostering a really good positive team culture within our girls cross country team this year. So I don't know, I want to be there for people, and I want to put my best foot forward, obviously in the race too. So just controlling what we can control and doing our best.
Well, that all sounds great, Mal. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really enjoyed hearing your story.
Thanks.